In the depths of Nephilia, he began his tale. A rebel soul who dared to challenge the veil.
Welcome to Tibalt's Apprentice. We're going to jump right in here. We're looking at another deck from the real world, and this time it's a black and white deck. We've kind of done what we could with the red-black decks. This one, though, my gut reaction, like I say, when I just saw this is what didn't feel right to me. There wasn't enough low-powered drops in there. So, we'll take a look at this after the game is over with, but we pumped up the number of small mana creatures so we can get things out fast. We removed some of the searchability. I am on a kick these days where in Arena as well as in Commander, I want value from every card that I drop. This is interesting. I like the fact that it helps Phyrexians. We lean into the fact that we have Phyrexians on board. We'll see if that makes a difference. The second card in here from the left, you'll recognize as being a board wipe. And it's a board wipe that gets cheaper the more stuff that's on the board. That includes my stuff as well as their stuff. So that could be cast for as low as 2 mana. The ability to knock cards out of their hand, very useful in Arena, because people will mulligan down looking for their perfect combo piece. So 3 mana for them to toss 2 cards is not a bad value, but I think I like actually peeking at their hand more. I'll spend 2 mana to get 1 card out of their hand. I'll spend 2 mana to drop a beetle to make them discard something. 3 mana to discard 2 things. Still okay. We want to keep pressure on. Again, I'm new to playing this deck, and I understand that this deck is being built on a budget. Not only built on a budget, but rather being built with a limited card pool. So I do want to point out and say that any advice that I give is taken at your own risk. I am not in any way guaranteeing wins with my observations and choices that I'm making and suggestions I'm making. Those are not to be taken too seriously. They're just kind of a general guideline to maybe give you an idea as to maybe some improvements, maybe just a different way to look at them. Actually, going to do some shameless self-promotion here and say you should maybe be talking to Captain Waffles. Captain Waffles is a guy that you can go to Arena Insights and Gameplay. I was lucky enough to record with him. We talked a little bit about proxies. I do like the ability to create artifact creatures with this Phyrexia stuff. I didn't play a lot of that, and so building or looking at other people's decks is challenging me to play with cards that I'm not used to, which is a good thing. I absolutely believe that you should challenge yourself and others by, widening your base of knowledge. I always talk about your base of knowledge and always talk about expanding it and how important that is. Getting this on the board, having lots of small threats that they have to deal with, especially with the toxicity, is a good thing and lets them spend that removal. So maybe when that Vein Ripper comes down, they're less likely to use it, though Vein Ripper has that built-in self-protection of making them sack a creature. We'll see if that matters this game or not. This is just one game. I'm going single speed, talking through it as I watch it. Normally, I would do best 2 out of 3 games and run them double speed so you don't get bored. Hopefully, I'm saying something insightful and useful here, though. I wouldn't bet on it. As a matter of fact, we come to a grinding halt because nothing's happening here. Okay, so they're willing to take a little bit of damage to put stuff on. I want to make sure to go ahead and attack, get my attack in. If they do choose to block it, then I'll go ahead and sack it if I'm not going to kill the creature. All right, fine. Let's make sure I don't miss a trigger here. They're going to drop their Planeswalker on the field. Then I believe they have the choice to destroy my creature, and then I can respond to it. It's going to die anyhow. Might as well get some card value out of it. So I like these cards that we've been playing through the red and black deck. The fact that this replaces itself, very nice. Now we have the mana that we need to put that Vein Ripper down. I'm a little suspicious and a little bit leery about the amount of removal that they've got. I'm still at 20. They're at 15. I like to play a more aggressive game, generally speaking. So I would like to have them down further at this point, but that's not what this is about. This is about taking a deck and an idea that somebody else already had and improving it, and maybe improving it, maybe letting it smooth out the curve just a little bit so it performs a little bit better. And let's be honest, it's about me learning how to use these cards too. It's as much about that, I feel, as it is, I think we have a surprise for them. And that's it. I like it. My initial reaction to the deck was that it needed some more. Hey! Dang it. Well, I'll go ahead and pay that mana then. That's fine. I had plans for the rest of that mana, but whatever. So, my initial reaction was it needed more slow 1-drops. It needed more utility creatures in the mids, and not as many big creatures or hunting for creatures. But that's just me, and that's just how I like to play. I think the tide is turning, and I think the ability to get something off their battlefield, that seems useful, and it's something that I leaned into. Maybe you don't have a bunch of those cards, but this is always awesome. And since there aren't restrictions as far as token or non-token or creatures or whatever, I like it, and that will help clear the board a little bit more. What is this? This has been interactive, so I appreciate that. What? Yeah, go ahead and attack. Make them block. That's fine. Like I said, I like to play a faster game than this, but I have a lot yet to learn. So, yeah. Anyhow, let's see where we're at. I like this, and I like having that in my back pocket. I can take the damage. They're still at 15. I'm at 15. I'm not liking those odds, but I do like the fact that I can clear the board, and the wider their board gets, the cheaper it gets for me to cast that removal spell. Get those creatures out of here. All right, now we can reestablish our board presence. Yeah, they're going to be scrambling, and if I can get them in a place where they're top decking, it's one of the reasons why I held the Vein Ripper back, because now they possibly drew some removal. So I'm a little worried about that. I don't have to commit to the Vein Ripper right away, but we'll see what happens here. They're filling their board again. I know I've got chances to draw into another. Draw an additional card. Heck no. I'm not drawing another card. I'm going to kill you, son. Yeah. Vein Ripper now seems to make sense because I want to keep their board under my control. Yes, they may have removal, but you're going to have to sack a creature if you do. And I've got another... okay. Yeah, so how does that work? You're going to get rid of it, but... yeah, okay. That's fine. You're still going to take some damage. I like that Vein Ripper. It is a big baddie for sure. It goes to the graveyard. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Map tokens. All right. What do I feel about map tokens? They're giving me some value for what's coming. We both are going to wind up with things that can't block. I am at 19 now. They're at 11. We're starting to collect some poison counters. That's a little bit disturbing. But, you know what? Hell no, I'm not drawing another card. I want to be able to attack. Attack, attack, attack. All right, what is this going to give me? Going to get rid of it. All right, well, that's fine. Sure, I'll take some value. As a matter of fact, those map tokens you gave me, let's buff it. Let's buff it and get it bigger. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, we'll keep that Vein Ripper right on top. Thank you. Yeah, let's buff those up. The fact that they had to give me, I might as well buff them up as much as possible right now. Yes, they could take them out, but so far I've seen spot removal. Not enough people, I don't feel, play mass board removal. And I think we're going to make them pay for that. I don't know. We might trade. We might have some exchanges here. What is that? That's 5 mana. That's worth. He's going to make another creature. Well, I've got the Vein Ripper coming. I know that's going to keep their board in check. It's still 15 to 11. I am not paying for that. I know you got to offer it to me, and it's not their fault. I like it because if I'm lucky, I was going to say I was lucky he was going to give removal that was going to give me more map tokens. The fact that this brings more things in, let's get this big. Let's get it nice and big so we can smash face. That went straight to our hand. Okay. Yeah, I like that fact that that brought more bodies in. And honestly, put them to a test for, I don't care about them making creatures necessarily. I'm looking at that 11 life total and thinking that I just have to smash face. Okay, I don't like that one bit. All right, how do I deal with that? Vein Ripper is... Okay, let's give them poison counters, get the creatures down. My creature count's higher, that's good. The Vein Ripper will help keep the board in check. Down to 8. Yeah, that not being able to block, that's, I don't know, man. That buffs our creatures, that's good. Yeah, you commit to the attack, that's for sure. I don't think I'm going to have a choice. I'm going to take a big hit right to the face. They're at 8 life, though. I like that. We've got them down from 11 to 8. And if I just keep pounding them, that doesn't sound right. Anyhow, if I keep pounding face, though, with these creatures, I think we're going to be... Oh, would you stop doing that? Oh, all right. Fine. Yeah. Let's do it now. I've got the mana. Oh, I can only do it as a sorcery. And no, I am not drawing an additional card. There's a temptation, but not really. All right, on time. 2. It's going to cost 2 more mana. I can certainly put that on there. Let's just stack all these creatures up underneath there. I'll be sad if they wipe that and get their creatures back. But let's do this. Go ahead, pay the ward cost. That's fine. Yep, I understand there's a ward cost attached to it. Let's go ahead, spend it. Looking at that 8 life total, there's 1 less blocker. Let's just pump these up as big as we can. They're going to give us the map tokens. We're going to use them. Yeah, keep that right where it is. Yeah, that's good. Spread it out a little bit. So, yes. Spread it out a little bit so they have lots of things to block. Don't really care if I'm losing creatures and they're losing creatures. They don't have anything to block with. They've only got one thing. So let's hit them hard, hit them fast. Man lands. Man, I hate those lands. But that's okay. Swing. 2 to block, 2 to get in. down to 2. Get that. And I think we can maybe sneak a little damage past them if we get a creature that causes them to lose life when we lose a creature. I think it's pretty well wrapped up. I think we will take a quick look. Oh, it just gets rid of a tap. Oh, well, they committed. Yeah, they know it's over. Down to 4. It's maybe not over after all. Down to 15. Can't do anything black. 13. Life. There we go. There we go. Get the Vein Ripper on board. Now they might have a counter spell. We have mana free just in case. Going to go ahead and attack with everything. And I think that's all it's going to take because boom, boom. Yeah, -2. That's it. That's all it took. A little bit too many. Deck is trying to do a little bit too much, I think. I don't blame you. I love things that do that, and I'm constantly jamming things in there. It's almost easier to critique and look at and modify something somebody else has done. So, real, I really appreciate you giving me the chance to do that. And like I said, I don't guarantee my advice or anything, but it's been fun. It's forced me to use cards that I'm not used to. I think I want to make some more changes. So the deck list that will appear in the show notes is will be different from the one that I just played, but only because I'm going to lean into some of these other strategies. And as I play this more, I may make more changes and tweaks to it. But let's take a look at this and see. We want low drops. We want low costing drops early in the game. I don't like the idea. Like, we're not so heavily vested in a combo that we need to draw our pieces. And I realize you may not be able to make this because you might be limited in the cards that you have. I like that. I like that ossification. I like them losing life. I don't mind them having to discard cards. This is odd. Maybe it's just because it's what you had available to you and you wanted to add it. I appreciate and understand that. But let's see what else. Another one-off. I don't want too many one-offs in here and stuff. I want consistency. I want it to perform well for you every time. And maybe it is. Maybe it's doing that now. Maybe these aren't improvements, but like even better. I always feel like it could be even better. There's always going to be bad matchups, but I often feel that every deck could be better. Not that the decks I make myself are that great anyhow, but again, I appreciate the chance to upgrade and change yours a little bit. So let's get rid of this. It's not bad. Let's do this. Yeah, flash. You can flash that in. I don't know. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, let's go more. I actually like flashing that in and getting some value off of it. We're gonna go. Let's go lean into this because there is nothing like it when they have a plan, when they have a master plan, and you can get them for 2 cards. Good enough. I think that's it. I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Check out me on Instagram, and thanks for taking time to watch me here on YouTube. And we will catch you next time. Is that everything? I think that's it. Let me bounce out of here. Yep, I'm out. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.